Welcome to this presentation of UPSL soccer action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
And welcome into another broadcast of UPSL Georgia Premier Division action right here on ASMG TV. My name is Larry Weaver. Thank you so much for coming along with us on this wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Hope everyone is enjoying themselves and reflecting upon the weekend at hand and why we are here for those who have fallen. Again, we are at Discovery High School for today's matchup in the UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division. It is Georgia Athletic SC taking on FC Birmingham, two teams that are on a completely different trajectory in the league this season. You take a look at the schedule and the standings as it stands right now. Georgia Athletic is currently in 9th place, only 1 point out of 8th. That would get them into the playoffs after the regular season. FC Birmingham at the very bottom of the table, and they are in the relegation spot. They need to find their way back out of that relegation if they want to make it another season here in the Premier Division. We will see how that goes. Galaji profile back at the top of the table. Lamino, Georgia, Georgia Revolution, Potros, Dalton, UMA, and North Georgia United, along with Pachuca, hold the entire 8 top spots that will go on to the playoffs. Top 4 will be home throughout the playoffs. You can see North Georgia United, they were at the top of the table for a large portion of the season, but they have fallen through down the table as the season has gone on. We are in week 13 of 16. You take a look at the fixtures from last weekend, only a few from last weekend. If it would decide it wanted to open up, I guess it doesn't want to do that. We'll work on that little bug while it's working. I'll give it to you over the air. Last weekend we had SSL defeating Albion SC 3-0. UMA beating North Georgia United significantly 7-2, 5-0 for Georgia Revolution over FC Columbus Elite, and Lawenceville, Georgia with a 5-1 win over FC Columbus. That's where we made it through last week. Only a couple games this weekend before we get the season complete. It'll be FC Birmingham to get us underway. They're in their yellow kits. They're moving from left to right. Georgia Athletic in the red kits moving from right to left. And we are off here at Discovery High School. Cava with the ball. He's going to have to play it back. He gets it taken away from Georgia Athletic. They're looking to pounce quickly. Jimenez trying to work that near channel, and he's just going to be shoved out by number 5 for FC Birmingham. It'll be a goal kick. Long ball sent out by Nunez. But Georgia Athletic almost right back on the attack, but cleared away. Dominguez sent a nice long ball, controlled by the Birmingham striker, but just enough of a flick to be knocked out, and it will be a throw for FC Birmingham. Back underway by Cava. He throws it in to Hernandez. Hernandez gets it forward. Good ball up to the striker. The striker is offside. Good long ball forward. Kasut headed that straight up into the air. Beautiful day for soccer here in Lawenceville, Georgia. We're expecting rain tomorrow. Montero, he releases it. He's onside. Shot taken. Good save there. Nunez had to get that one right as Jimenez was right where he needed to be. And Hernandez is going to ask for a replacement ball. This is going to be an outswinger. Set low, tried to one-time it, and not able to get it on frame. It goes out. Marquez tried to sneak that one in to that far post for us. Birmingham trying to work it through the midfield, cleared away by Athletic. Athletic, nice turn there by number 8, Kasut. On frame, what a save. Nunez again coming up strong in the box for FC Birmingham. Cleared away, it's a forward. FC Birmingham get around the challenge. Not able to get around that one. It goes back to number 19, Mayorga. Mayorga sends it over to the far side. That ball's just going to get nicked away, but it's going to be a corner for FC Birmingham here in the 5th minute. Again, this FC Birmingham team, they come into this match 1 win, 7 losses, 1 draw, only scoring 11 goals so far in those 9 matches. This will be an outswinger for Birmingham. Into the box, grab there, good job by Guerrero. Easily able to control it, he throws it out. Hernandez sends it forward, turned, and that one's just going to get nicked away. That one will make it all the way over here. Marquez, he sends it forward. Ruiz trying to give it back to him. He's able to. He releases it, but Ruiz not able to be prepared for that, and that's going to roll all the way down. It'll be a throw. You should be able to see the touch line here at Discovery High School. It's that gray line. It's pretty easy to see, at least up here in the booth. Hopefully you can see it at home. This Georgia Athletic team, they come into this match 4 wins, 4 losses, 13 goals. Georgia Athletic has played a lot of matches that were very, very low on the score sheet. 1-0s, 2-1s. It's in control. Good touch there by Kasut. Able to settle it with his chest, but he loses possession. FC Birmingham able to get it forward. But that ball's going to be cleared. Be a throw for back at him, and that was just going to be seen out for a goal kick. FC Birmingham having to make about a 2.5-hour drive over here to Lawenceville, Georgia from Birmingham area. So one thing about this UPSL Georgia conference is we have a lot of teams and a lot of distant spaces. And there's a foul there. It got a little bit touchy there between the 2 players. Center official just calming everybody down. There's number 8, Kasut. For Georgia Athletic, who was a part of the foul, and trading some words with the center back, number 5, definitely felt like he was done a little wrong there. Didn't look to be that kind of bad. Guerrero just sends that one out from the back. Bouncing between the 2 teams. Kaba comes away with it. He sends it forward. Karate kick clearance there by Marquez, number 3 for Georgia Athletic. Good movement by Georgia Athletic. Get it to Ruiz. Ruiz is going to hit it with his left, but it's easily grabbed by Nunez. He gets low quickly. He's easily able to control that ball. Junior Nunez doing really well in the box so far for FC Birmingham, taking over those responsibilities from Cosmos Azuro a couple seasons ago. Ruiz in the box again. He's going to slide it across, and that one's going to be cleared away by FC Birmingham. Marquez will head it back forward. Just nobody from Georgia Athletic in the area. Easily controlled by FC Birmingham. They're going to get it forward. Flicked forward through center circle. Sippin looking for somewhere to go. He's going to go over to the far side, and on runner Mayorga, and he gets chopped down. It's going to be a foul. Starting to get physical already. Center official trying to keep everybody under control, as you would expect. It'll be Bailey Harris who's over the ball for FC Birmingham. This one's going to be about 22 yards out. They'll look to get this on frame. Cleared away by Georgia Athletic. This one in the air is going to be headed away by Kasut, but it's going to be under control, at least for a second. Hernandez had to go back as that one was starting to be accosted there by the Georgia Athletic man. Hernandez was able to help release that back to the defense, and that's going to be Josh Martinez who will send that forward for FC Birmingham, the player coach for FC Birmingham. Josh Martinez taking over the head coaching middle of last season. We've got a substitution already for FC Birmingham, and it's going to be Kaba who's coming off. Only getting 12 minutes of play, and he's all automatically already pulled off, which is going to be difficult because he made the trek all the way up here, and he's sat down in 12 minutes, and the bench is pretty much next to nothing for FC Birmingham. They only have two other players on the bench, one of those being a backup goalkeeper. Each team in the UPSL can make up to 7 substitutions per match. So FC Birmingham are going to have to play Ironman for the majority of this 90 minutes. We're only 13 minutes in. It's still 0-0 between FC Birmingham and Georgia Athletic SC. You're watching UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division action right here on ASMG TV. My name's Larry Weaver. Thank you so much for watching today. Again, if you like what we do, don't forget to like and subscribe so you get all of our content. That's not just all these live matches for the UPSL, but also for highlights, podcasts, interviews, and so much more. Catch it right here on ASMG TV. Again, thank you so much to our primary sponsor for all of this UPSL Georgia Conference coverage, and that is Images Frozen in Time. It's going to be a Georgia Athletic ball. This will be an in-swinger from Georgia Athletic. Low Goes down, wants it to be a handball. Center official thought about it for a minute, but he's going to call. There's a conference going on, even though play is still going on. Play was going on, but the center official and the AR were having a conversation. Let's see what's going on here. It's going to be a yellow card issued for that challenge from number 5, Montero. So as the fourth official, or as the AR on the far side and the center official were having a conversation, that challenge happened in the 16th minute, or maybe say the 15th minute. But I believe that they're going to, are they calling? Or no, they're going to call a drop ball that went all the way back to that original foul that happened. Or goal kick, excuse me, goal kick. It's going to go all the way back to the goal kick as they had called, but the players didn't hear the center ref blow his whistle. And as they were playing without any control, that sliding challenge by number 5, Montero, for Georgia Athletic is where we end up with the yellow card in the 15th minute. So that gets you all caught up on everything that's happening here at Discovery High School. Georgia Athletic wanting a win so that they can get back into the playoff bracket. FC Birmingham trying to get out of the relegation zone because the bottom 2 teams here in the Georgia Conference at the end of the season will be relegated to Division 1. That one is going to go out. It'll be a throw for Georgia Athletic. Currently, as it stands, the bottom 2 teams in the relegation battle is Fountain City FC and FC Birmingham. Albion SC Atlanta not that far away from them, and FC Columbus Elite a little bit of breathing room so far. We still have many games left to play. Cleared away. Ruiz, he's got some space down here in the near channel. He's waiting to turn on the afterburners. Into the box, hit it, and it's in! Goal for Georgia Athletic. Number 7, Ruiz, doing it all by himself. It's 1-0. Take a look at this work. Gets around the defender and then gives it a little bit of delay and then finally takes a stab at it, gets it underneath. Nunez into the back of the net. 1-0 for Georgia Athletic. That really brings up this home team as they need to find some points if they want to have another opportunity into the playoffs. Like I said, the 8 teams will make it into the playoffs, and it will be the top 4 teams will have home field advantage, and it will be top team home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Sippin looking to counter quickly. He's trying to get that ball up to Taylor, but Guerrero is there. It's just a little too far in front of Taylor, yes. That one made it all the way back to Nunez. Nunez easily just rolls that back out. This Georgia Athletic team can counter so quickly. has a chance to circle the ball, look for where to go. Batista sends it forward. A fancy little flick there from Marino. That one gets nicked and knocked out past Marquez, but it'll be a throw for Georgia Athletic. That one thrown in, but it's right to Nunez. Goal coming in the 18th minute. Ethan Ruiz with the goal. Another conversation center official is having with some of the Georgia Athletic players. You see referees for today's match. Daniel Emery is our center official. Brendan Donovan and Carlos Rondon are your ARs. And the fourth official, Al Tenju. We always thank our referees here in the Georgia Conference for all they do. I always remind everyone that are on the field and watching at home that not only are these players looking to, here's an opportunity for FC Birmingham. What a save! Are they going to call it? They called it a goal. That's right back into it, FC Birmingham. Guerrero thought he had done enough. The AR was right there. You see this ball. It gets over here to Mayorga. Mayorga hits it, saves straight up into the air, and just past the line. And it is 1-1. So in the 22nd minute, number 19, Mayorga with the goal for FC Birmingham. And you feel for Guerrero because he thought he had done enough to save that. He punched it, Carlos Guerrero, he punches it straight up into the air, but it's just enough of forward momentum to see it get past the line and in the goal. The AR right there on the line to see it go over the ball, over the line. He saw the ball go over the line for the goal. Again, here in lower league soccer, there is no VAR. And we like that. Let the goals be called as they are. Marquez sends it in, but Nunez, he punches it. He almost makes a mistake because that punch went right back towards the goal. Cleared away by his defender, but it's going to be a corner for Georgia Athletic. It's going to be on that far side. Hernandez will come up to take it. It'll be an out swinger. Through the box, headed away by FC Birmingham. Here's an opportunity. Oh, that's a good tackle, but there's going to be a foul as advantage was played. If Taylor could have received that ball as he was passing midline, he had acres of space all alone. And it's going to be a yellow card issued to number 2, Gutierrez from Georgia Athletic for that tackle and foul here in the 25th minute. So 2 yellow cards issued so far in this match, both of them going to Georgia Athletic. Birmingham get us back underway here in the 26th minute. Cleared away by Georgia Athletic. Still in control by Birmingham, at least for a second. Now, good ball forward for Ruiz. He has space. Trying to work around the defender like he did last time. Second defender comes up and sees that ball out for a throw, and that is Mayorga, the goal scorer for FC Birmingham, that comes up and clears that. Center official just coming to him and reminding him that not to get too heated in those exchanges. It's okay to clear the ball, just nothing extra. We throw down here on the near line for Georgia Athletic. Marquez gets us back underway. Ruiz trying to make the turn. He's not going to be able to, and it'll roll out. It'll be a goal kick. Nunez sends this one long in the 27th minute. Georgia Athletic looking to return right back onto the attack. Cleared away by Birmingham. Battled out of center circle. Good tackle there by Birmingham, just not able to get that pass forward. Georgia Athletic. Good little stutter step there by Kasut. Gets it back to over here to Marquez. And back to Kasut. Over here to number 5, Montero. Montero gets it forward in through center circle, but taken away by Hernandez. That one gets taken off by Montero. He cuts that pass off. Athletic send it long, but it's going to roll out. It'll be a throw for Birmingham. Get back underway here in the 28th minute. If you're just watching, it is 1-1, Georgia Athletic and FC Birmingham. Goal for Georgia Athletic coming in the 18th minute by number 7, Ruiz. And then in the 22nd minute by number 19, Mayorga of FC Birmingham. 2 yellow cards issued to Georgia Athletic so far. Gutierrez and Montero both with one. Nice little flick forward, but that one is going to be easily controlled by Nunez. Answering a couple questions in the chat to Andrea. Yes, tomorrow we will be doing the UMA versus Lamino match. That match will be on the UPSL main channel. So if you want to catch that match down in Seal, Alabama at Russell County High School, you'll slide over to the UPSL Soccer YouTube channel. Ball in from Sippen. Cleared away. That one had to be right because number 17 for FC Birmingham was right there on that far post. This will be an in-swinger from Birmingham. And center official wants to have a little conversation on the boys in the box. Just a little bit of extracurricular activity there between some of the players. And just to finish that conversation with Andrea, yeah, if we were able to multi-stream, we would get in trouble for that. So here comes the in-swinger. Headed, but it's going to be cleared away. And that one is going to be bumped off, and that should be a throw for Georgia Athletic, and it is. Yeah, YouTube gets a little upset if you stream the same live action on two different channels. So we don't want to get in trouble from YouTube, so we will let UPSL Soccer enjoy it. But we will have the highlights and so much more right on our channel, ASMG TV. Batista sends this one forward to Kasut. Kasut will go back, makes it way over to Marquez. Doesn't have a lot of options. Able to get it free over to Montero. Montero releases it just right through the middle. Nunez is able to get it to Martinez. Martinez putting in that double duty as the player and the head coach. Taking over those responsibilities last season. Able to get them into the playoffs. Made it all the way to the playoff finals, losing to FC Birmingham. Remember, right? The throw for Birmingham. Headed away by Georgia Athletic. Other action going on in UPSL Georgia Conference. The UPSL women have finally gotten underway. Their inaugural season kicked off today. Offsides there by Taylor. The first match of the UPSL Georgia Women's Division has kicked off. North Georgia United taking on Middle Georgia Peaches FC. We will have that match on demand on ASMG TV. Excuse me, they lost in, if I go back what I was saying about the playoffs, FC Birmingham lost in the semifinals to Kalanji Pro Profile, the winners of the playoffs in the Georgia Conference. Another conversation going on between two of the players for both teams. A player for each team, if I say it right. It was North Georgia United and FC and Kalanji Pro Profile who were in that final. And Kalanji Pro Profile coming away with the win. Once we get through the regular season, we move on to the playoffs. If you win the playoffs, you will get to represent the UPSL Georgia Conference in the UPSL National Playoffs. National finals will be in Irvine, California. winner will get to take home a awesome trophy and a big old chunk of change, part of the $150,000 that is on the line throughout the national playoffs. And there is another challenge. You'll be able to catch that women's match on ASMG TV. It'll be up Monday. That pass cut off with a slow there from Hernandez, allowed Dominguez to win it for Birmingham. That ball from Bailey Harris, that was just a little too far in front of him, and he allowed Hernandez to take it away from him. Hernandez sends it forward to Jimenez. Jimenez holds off the challenge from Martinez. Mayorga really forcing him to have to go back as his press was hard. And then they win the ball, does FC Birmingham. That one deflected, but it's going to make it back into possession. FC Birmingham lose there. Batista winning it, gives it to Kasut. Kasut hits the brakes and absolutely hits the deck. He's going to have to think about that one all the ride back to Birmingham, because he just got taken out of his cleats. Kasut just dropped him. Able to control that ball. Wasn't on frame, or wasn't where he wanted it, but he was still able to control it. Here's a great ball. Shot taken, saved there by Guerrero, but it's still up, and he goes down. Is that a penalty? Center official is calling. Take a look at what just happened. Dominguez is going to receive this ball in a beautiful position. He gets around the defense, comes up, he hits it with his left. It's spilled by Guerrero, and Taylor goes down, and it is going to be a penalty for FC Birmingham. And it's going to be Taylor that is going to come up to take this. He was the one that won the penalty. Easily slots it home for FC Birmingham, and out of nowhere, they take the lead 2-1. Take a look at it one more time. Calm as you would like it for FC Birmingham. He will come up, and he will just send Guerrero the wrong way. 2-1 for the away team, FC Birmingham. Goal coming in the 38th minute for number 11, Taylor. Foul committed. FC Birmingham not ready to go gently into that good night and move down to Division I. They want to stay in this Premier Division. Good little flick forward. Hernandez trying to get around Bailey Harris, not able to do so. Gets it. Great little shot on goal, saved there by Nunez. Just a bad decision there by the Georgia Athletic defender to just kind of barrel into Taylor as he was in the box. Sippin getting ready to throw this in. Nice long throw. Taylor let that one roll. Held off the defender. He was in the box. He was trying to get a little bit of a sportsman's caution there. He wanted to get another penalty, but didn't embellish it too bad, so he didn't get called for that. Through center circle. Montero gets clipped. We'll see if a yellow card is going to be issued to the Birmingham man, and indeed it will, and it will be number 23, Dominguez, who is going to get the yellow card, and he's going to get the yellow. He's going to get a little bit more of it now because the fact that he tried to walk away. So here in the 40th minute, it will be a yellow card issued to Dominguez. Again, 2 yellow cards for Georgia Athletic, 1 for FC Birmingham. Beautiful skies here in Lawenceville, Georgia. 71 degrees, only a 3-mile-an-hour wind. It is absolutely exquisite on this Memorial Day weekend. I hope everybody is enjoying this weekend. And remember, celebrating all of those that serve and have fallen for us. Martinez is able to clear it, but Kasut still on the attack. He's going to lift it into the box. Marquez heads it, but he's got that one behind him. Ruiz able to control it. Nice little back flick to number 10, Hernandez, and that one is deflected off. It'll be a throw for Georgia Athletic here in the 42nd minute. We'll see how much stoppage time we will receive. Headed away by Birmingham and cleared. Taylor is able to control it and lays it off. Birmingham doing a good job to control that ball. Mayorga is able to give it back to the defender. Over to Sippin. Sippin starting to be closed down by Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to win the ball. That ball gets knocked out. It should have been a throw, but it goes back into control of FC Birmingham. So it ends up being the same thing as it would have been. It goes over to the far side. That one deflected. That somehow stayed in as it deflected off both the Georgia Athletic man and the FC Birmingham man. I think he might have a little bit of a tattoo of Voigt from that Voigt ball. Voigt, the official match ball sponsor of the UPSL. Cut off by Sippin. He'll head that out for a throw. Around the horn there by Georgia Athletic, but they lose the possession there in the midfield to Dominguez. Right through center circle. Dominguez is going to walk away for almost. And it takes the second and third attempt for him to finally get it forward for Birmingham. But they lose it. Good battle of these two teams. They're cutting each other off. The channels, they're just getting a foot in. It's not the prettiest of football. It's good to see a good battle. Nice ball forward from Hernandez, but it's a little too far in front of Ruiz, and it'll roll out for a goal kick. Nunez will take his time to go get this ball, as we are just moving right along through this first half, coming up into the last minute plus stoppage time. We'll see how much the center official will give. Nunez gets us back underway. Sent long. Sent back forward from Gutierrez. Nice control. Georgia Athletic giving it to Ruiz. He gives it right back and back to him between Jimenez and Ruiz. Ruiz is going to lose, but he's going to earn a corner for Georgia Athletic as he was battling past two defenders. This will be another in-swinger for Georgia Athletic. Let's see what they can do this time as we're now in to stoppage time. Through the box, headed away. Kasut! He just takes a hack at that one and just blasts that one out into the parking lot. You can see 2 minutes of stoppage time is what we're going to get. Trading headers back and forth. FC Birmingham trying to keep it in and able to do so. Ruiz comes back, wins it off of Dominguez. Ruiz not able to get past Hernandez. Hernandez runs up about 30 yards before giving it to Dominguez. Dominguez gives it off to the striker, gives it to Hernandez, loses it. Now, through center circle is Batista. Gives it to Hernandez. Hernandez able to go over to the far side. Jimenez makes it around, does the circle turn. Trying to hold off that defense, gets it to Kasut, right middle of the pitch. Trying to work around the two defenders, not able to do so. Lays it off. Shot taken! That one's just pulled wide by Montero, but it is going to be a corner as it was deflected. This will be pretty much the end of the first half will be this corner. Batista will come over to take it. One's going to still in control. It rolls out for a goal kick. Marquez was trying to get that on frame, but that's going to do it for the first 45 here at Discovery High School. We will go into halftime with the score: FC Birmingham 2, Georgia Athletic 1. Really, really good work from FC Birmingham coming from behind. Goal scored in the 18th minute by number 7 Ruiz for Georgia Athletic, and then goals from number 19 Mayorga in the 22nd minute and number 11 Taylor in the 38th minute with the penalty that sees FC Birmingham take the lead. That'll give us time to step away for a few minutes, gives you time to get a beverage and a good snack to come back and watch the second 45 here at Discovery High School. It's FC Birmingham 2, Georgia Athletic 1. Don't go away, we'll be back.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans. So they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Welcome back here to Discovery High School for this UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division action. It's FC Birmingham 2, Georgia Athletic 1. Larry Weaver bringing you all the coverage here at Discovery High School for this ASMG TV live action. It'll be Georgia Athletic that are going to get us underway here in the second half. They are moving from left to right in their red kits, and it is FC Birmingham in the red kits that are going to be moving from right to left. I mean, FC Birmingham in the yellow kits. Let me spit it out. FC Birmingham in the yellow kits. Moving from left to right to left. We'll get it all spit out. We'll get it underway here, folks. Thank you so much for coming along. Wind starting to gust up here at Discovery High School from what we had in the first half. And underway here at Discovery High School, second half. Again, if you're just watching, first goal scored by number 7 Ruiz for Georgia Athletic in the 18th minute. Goal scored right away by number 19 Mayorga of FC Birmingham in the 22nd minute, and then a penalty in the 38th minute converted by number 11 Taylor for FC Birmingham to have this 2-1 lead. Only 3 yellow cards issued in the first half, 2 for Georgia Athletic, 1 for FC Birmingham. A lot of physical activity on both sides of the ball, and center official having to have several conversations to just kind of calm the nerves and the mindsets of both of these teams, as the physicality would only expect to get greater as this match goes along, as FC Birmingham trying to find their way out of the bottom of the table in the relegation zone. Georgia Athletic trying to find themselves into a playoff spot. Now there's a mistake by Martinez. Great foot save there by Nunez. Junior Nunez helping out his captain, head coach. And a foul committed there. Good ball forward there for FC Birmingham, but unfortunately nobody in the vicinity, and it'll just be seen out for a goal kick for Georgia Athletic. As I said, coming into this match, FC Birmingham at the bottom of the table with 4 points. A win today would see them leap over Fountain City, but they would still be in the relegation zone in the 13th spot, 1 point behind Albion SC Atlanta. 2 points off of FC Columbus Elite, who are in 10th spot. FC Columbus Elite have spent a lot of the season at the bottom of the table, found their way out. They are down there with their partners from Columbus, Fountain City FC, both of them using Otis Spencer Stadium as their venue for their live matches. The first ever women's match is concluded up in Riverbend Park. North Georgia United women falling to Middle Georgia United Peaches 6-3. You'll catch that game on demand on ASMG TV. It will debut on Monday. We're so excited to get the women underway in the UPSL conference here in Georgia. They will have a national tournament that will crown a national champion in Kansas City. The KC Currents facility. Here's an opportunity for Georgia Athletic. Can they get back in? Great save there by FC Birmingham. The defender had to come up and see that one away because Nunez could not see where that ball was at all. Relied on his defender to help him out. Like I said, only one sub for FC Birmingham for the remainder of this match. The only other sub they have is a backup goalkeeper that we will not see, if I was to guess, as Junior Nunez doing a fantastic job back there. Georgia Athletic, with their complete complementary of subs, can have up to 7 substitutions per match in the UPSL. I believe Georgia Athletic may have completed a sub at half, maybe. I'm just taking a look and seeing. Sipping with the throw. That one's going to be seen out. It'll be a goal kick. Indeed, there was a sub in for Georgia Athletic at halftime. Number 9, Kebis Marin came on. And number 17 is going to be getting a yellow card for dissent here in the 52nd minute. Don't see a verified roster spot for number 7. I can't tell, or number 17, excuse me, so I can't tell you who that was of FC Birmingham. We got their roster in late as they were having some players coming on here late with the fact that they were coming all the way from Birmingham. Sippin will get us back underway here in the 54th minute. 2-1 FC Birmingham over Georgia Athletic. But Georgia Athletic attacking now. Kasut not able to get that ball through. FC Birmingham, can they hold on to this lead? That is going to be a horse collar tackle by Kasut, and he's going to earn himself a yellow card for that. So in the 54th minute, number 8, Kasut, is going to get a yellow card. Center official trying to do his best to keep everybody's heads in the right frame of mind. Josh Martinez, he'll step off of the ball, let Junior Nunez come up and send this ball forward for FC Birmingham. Headed, but it's going to be in control of Birmingham. Cleared away by Georgia Athletic, high into the air. Good set there by Marin, but he will see that ball out. It'll be a throw for FC Birmingham. Bailey Harris will take it. Nice long throw from Bailey. Acrobatic trying of settlement there from number 21, the other substitution for Georgia Athletic. That is Alvarado, Diego Alvarado. Montero comes over here to the near side. Mourinho gives it back. Mourinho gets it again. Center back will send this one long. But Bailey Harris is there to clear it back in. Georgia Athletic still having some attack. Able to get to Marin. Hits the brakes. A little bit of a deflection as he was trying to get a good pass. He's going to get called for the push in the back indeed. That's a good call by the center official. You can see Kebis Marin just get a little bit of a push off, trying to get space on the Birmingham defender. Nunez will come up. Send this one forward again with his left. Over here to the near side. It's going to be Ruiz on the ball. Ruiz lays it off. Mourinho trying to get a little bit of a fancy flick back to Ruiz. Not going to get it there. Now a counterattack by Birmingham goes to naught. As that ball was released, it was just way too far in front of Dominguez. Kasut not going to be able to get there in time. Cleared away for a throw. And here comes a substitution for Georgia Athletic. And I believe it was Kasut who came off. Bit of displeasure for coming off. Number 16, Mendez is who came on. Ignacio Mendez. Oh, just a little bit of a touch there by number 17. Got to remember, number 17 for FC Birmingham, he's already on a yellow card. He does not want to get that second and find a red and leave his team down a man for the remaining 32 minutes. Good ball forward. Ruiz hits that one, but he hits it right back to Marin. Marin slides it over to the far side, back into the box, cleared away by Birmingham. Last second opportunity, and that one's just going to get knocked out by Montero. Again, this is one of 3 matches for this Week 13 here in the UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division. 2 matches tomorrow. We will bring you at 4 o'clock UMA taking on Lamino, Georgia down at Russell County High School in Seal, Alabama. That match will not be on ASMG TV. It will be on UPSL Soccer's YouTube channel. Ruiz is called for the foul there on Sippen. He is incensed by that. 6:30 over at Marietta High School. Potros FC will take on Georgia Athletic SC. So Georgia Athletic working overtime, making up some matches this weekend. Batista receives it. Potros wanting to find their way back to the top spot. With a win over Georgia Athletic, they would do so at least for a moment, as everyone else has got the weekend off. Kalanji Pro Profile still has a couple games in hand as well. Good press there by FC Birmingham. Guerrero had to release that. High and through center circle. Now Ruiz on the ball. He'll lay it off. That was a little bit of a slow pass from Montero. Leads to Birmingham having it for a moment. Lose it. Mourinho gives it to Montero, who gave it right back to the defense. Gutierrez will go over to the far side. And that one deflected right off of Hernandez. Alvarado trying to give it to Hernandez, but it was just with too much pace, and it gets knocked out. It'll be a throw for FC Birmingham here in the 62nd minute. 2-1 FC Birmingham. Can they see this match out? Ruiz! And saved there by Nunez. Sent long from Birmingham, headed away. Ruiz releases it to Marin. Marin has the base, trying to get around Martinez. He slots it across. Saved there by Nunez. Nunez had to get that right. And he did so. Junior Nunez doing good since that first goal. Hits the deck, but still able to fight with it is Alvarado. Loses it. Comes back to Mayorga. Nice ball forward, but a little too far in front. Allows Guerrero to recover. Rolls it to Gutierrez. Now, over on the far side, Alvarado. He tries to slide it forward. Ruiz is way offsides. Ruiz was probably 5 yards offside there. Back underway. Great ball forward. Dominguez able to lay it off to Taylor. Tried to one-time it, was FC Birmingham man, it'll be a goal kick. Replacement Voigt ball is located for Guerrero. Martinez running over to have a conversation with his staff. We may see the one and only remaining sub eventually. So one thing that FC Birmingham has that a lot of teams, especially in the UPSL Georgia Conference, but I would say in most of UPSL, having your head coach on the team right now, being able to direct traffic live as everything's going down. When that possession does, FC Birmingham, Taylor trying to get around the defender, hit off the post. Quickly taken by Guerrero, back underway. Georgia Athletic not allowing FC Birmingham to reset. Ruiz, good ball forward to number 18, Marino. But they lose it. Sippin. And his pass off the mark allows another attack to start, but gets snuffed out quickly. There's going to be a foul all the way back there. May have been able to allow advantage to be played there, but FC Birmingham are still going to have possession. Nunez will send it long. That one bouncing over the head of both of the players. Mathias and Taylor both jumping and not coming close to the ball. Gutierrez will lay it off to Mathias. He'll send a ball forward to Ruiz. But Ruiz not able to control it. Sippin will win it. Quickly sends it forward. Going to slide over to Bailey Harris. Harris sends it forward. Chested down by Dominguez. But he's not able to completely control it. Sippin still has it, though. Slides it across. Taylor! Oh, Taylor had an opportunity there. All he needed was to get that left foot out, extended, and he could have put that in the back of the net. Win it yet again does FC Birmingham. Hernandez gets it back. Lays it off. Controlling the ball now. Martinez. He'll go over to Harris. Hernandez. Martinez, excuse me. Trying to cross it forward to Taylor. That's just too much space to get that ball to Taylor. That one is released forward. Ruiz is going to get there, and he goes down, but no foul is called on Sippin. Ruiz pounds the turf in disgust. Alvarado lays that off. Marin trying to get around the defender. He releases it, but right into the path of the Birmingham man. Collision between Taylor and Gutierrez. Taylor comes away with it, but it's going to go back to Guerrero. We're just finishing up 68 minutes here at Discovery High School. It still is FC Birmingham 2, Georgia Athletic 1. Larry Weaver bringing you all the coverage here on ASMG TV. Hernandez will send this to Marin. Marin will get it over the shoulder. He's in the box, hits it with his left, deflected off of Harris, and cleared by Birmingham over the head of Matthews. He'll have to run this down. Alvarado works around Dominguez, trying to work around Harris. Not able to do so. He'll go back, tries to lay off the pass. The pass is deflected off his handball, but not called. Batista now. He lifts one forward, controlled, but just enough of a touch on Mourinho, and it gets deflected off. It'll be a corner, though. It's a dangerous clearance there, as that was in the box. This will be an in-swinger. AR making sure that that ball is on the line. Short, Martinez clears it. Holding off Sippen. Sippen is going to get called for the foul on Hernandez. We'll see what Georgia Athletic is going to choose to do, as FC Birmingham have their one and only substitution up with the fourth official. Georgia Athletic rumbling in their box. A good ball forward, headed, cleared, but still in. Grabbed by Nunez. Offsides anyways. Junior Nunez having a sensational match for FC Birmingham. Really being star-studded since that first goal. And there's going to be a conversation that's going to go on between number 18, Mourinho, and the center official, as Mourinho felt that he should have been given a penalty as he went down in the box. Nunez gets us back underway through center circle. Gutierrez tried to clear that, and there's going to be a foul by Mourinho, but there's going to be a foul given for him, not by him. Not the best of passes, but it will be cleared, and there's going to be allowed a substitute, and it's going to be substitutions on both sides of the ball, and it's going to be number 11, Taylor, who's going to be the substitute for FC Birmingham. So their striker will be the one that will call it a day. And we have two substitutions for Georgia Athletic, and it will be number 18, Mourinho, and number 6, Batista, who are coming off. Number 23, Montagut, is one of those players that came on. It'll be number 24, Velez. Here's an opportunity for Georgia Athletic. Marin was looking to shoot. Just a nub of a touch from FC Birmingham. Knocks him off the ball. Allows Georgia Athletic to move it back. Shot taken, but right into the hands of Junior Nunez. Matthews will be called for that as he was just hog-tying the FC Birmingham man. We're in the 74th minute. Time is ticking away for Georgia Athletic if they want to find their way back into this match and into the potential playoff picture. Lifted forward from Birmingham. It's going to be cleared by Georgia Athletic. Ruiz is going to receive it. He's now over on the far side. Lays it off to Alvarado. Alvarado comes across to Mendez. Mendez, he'll take a shot, but just nothing on that ball, and it's going to easily be into possession of Nunez, and he'll go ahead and kill a few seconds until Marin gets close enough to him that he wants to pick it up. Nice long ball forward. Nunez following in the footsteps of Cosmos Zulu in the FC Birmingham goal. Cosmos, one of the most sensational goalkeepers that we had here in the UPSL Georgia Conference a few seasons back. Martinez able to head that and then clear it for Birmingham. Won by Georgia Athletic. Mendez will be taken down by Dominguez. Dominguez is already on a yellow card. He received one in the 40th minute. Have to locate that Voigt ball. This one will be about 42 yards out. Gives Georgia Athletic an opportunity to get a ball lifted into the box. See if they can do anything with it. Bouncing, but cleared by Birmingham. Montagut flicks it back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez will go on the far side to Alvarado. Alvarado into the box. Martinez is able to clear it for Birmingham, but it goes right back to Montagut. Montero will go back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez will again look long. This time trying to get it to Montagut, but Sippen is there to chest it down. And that's going to be enough of a push-off, but he's going to win possession. Velez. So far at the beginning of this second half, FC Birmingham has been able to hold off any challenge from Georgia Athletic so far. And there's going to be a foul committed there by Alvarado on Harris. Birmingham holding strong. Hernandez was trying to get that to Montagut, but just a little bit of a flick off of the Birmingham man will be a throw. Into the box, cleared away. Birmingham working in those tight spaces to get that ball out of the attacking position of Athletic, but they're right back into it. Here's a chance for Ruiz. What a save by Junior Nunez. He is doing the man's work definitely the man of the match so far. And I think everybody's eyes be another in-swinger for Georgia Athletic. Ruiz into the box, headed away. They'll do it again. This time it'll be on this side. Another in-swinger. Head in, side foot, and it gets in. The second attempt goes in, and it's Marin that's going to get that one. Georgia Athletic find the equalizer, 2-2. You see here, as Mendez is going to send this ball in, Nunez is absolutely crowded, and so many yellow jerseys just watch that ball go into the back of the net, and it is now 2-2. I believe that will go into the book for Marin in the 80th minute. So 10 minutes to go plus any stoppage time. It is any man's game now as it is 2-2. Good throw up forward for Georgia Athletic. Marin holds it in, lays it off to Montagut. Montagut comes back to Mendez. Mendez finds some space, hits it, but he's wide on the mark. Out for a goal kick. Like I said, FC Birmingham, they are playing only with 2 subs. Both are used. The only other substitution they have is a backup goalkeeper. Georgia Athletics still have a few more substitutions that they can make. They've made 5. They can do 2 more. Nunez gets us back underway here in the 82nd minute. Lose the ball quickly. Marin has it, but he was offsides. AR here on the near side, making the call. Birmingham come away with it and lose possession. Win it right back. And as we go back and forth between the 2 sides in possession, finally coming away with it. Knocked out, it'll be a throw. 1 substitution for Georgia Athletic. It's going to be Gutierrez, whose day is done. Foul committed by the newly entered Morales, number 20. It'll be Bailey Harris over the ball. Just right about 34 yards. He tried to sneak that one through past Montagut. Harris will be here for the throw. Straight up into the air. Sippin is down. Trainer is being called over. Let's take a look at that again. It looked like a head injury. Let's see, as he goes up, yeah, two heads collided. And while we are here, let's see if we can bring up fixtures for this weekend. You can see here currently we can update that 2-2. Actually, let's get that back. It is 2-2. A 2-2 here between Georgia Athletic and FC Birmingham. Two matches tomorrow, 4 o'clock, UMA versus Lawenceville, Georgia, and 6:30, Potros FC against this Georgia Athletic. Trainer working on Sippin. Seems the graphic has a mind of its own, so we just won't worry about that. Next week, this FC Birmingham team will be at home on the 31st. They'll take on Potros FC. 31st next weekend. Georgia Athletic will take on Dalton United here at home. FC Columbus Elite will be in action against Lawenceville, Georgia, 3 o'clock down at Otis Spencer Stadium next Saturday. Fountain City FC will be the doubleheader down there at Otis Spencer Stadium at 7 o'clock. They'll take on Pachuca, Georgia. Next Sunday will be June 1st. It will be at 5 o'clock, SSL taking on North Georgia United over at Shiloh High School. The doubleheader will be Kalanji Pro Profile taking on UMA at 7:30. And at 7 o'clock, Albion SC Atlanta, they'll take on Georgia Revolution at 7 o'clock. Sippin comes off. And this will be a drop ball. And this will be a drop ball for Georgia Athletic, I believe, or it goes to FC Birmingham. Georgia Athletic looking to attack. They get it away, but Birmingham send it forward. Just able to stay in his box is Guerrero. He rolls it out to Alvarado. Alvarado gives it to Ruiz. Ruiz working down that far channel. Taken away from him. Striker coming back and working in the midfield. Alvarado again, this time coming midfield. He'll slide it across, gets it to Velez. Velez trying to get it to Montagut, and it's just enough in front of him that it's just going to be nicked away. FC Birmingham playing a man down while Bailey Harris Sippen, Caleb Sippen is getting treated on the bench from that. I believe he got a little bit of a nosebleed. Just looking across. Nunez with the ball. We are in the 90th minute. How many minutes of stoppage time will we get? With that injury, I'm expecting 3 or 4 minutes. Martinez gets us back underway. Cleared away, Georgia Athletic. Hernandez not able to control it. It's going to go straight up in the air by Matthias. Fighting for it. FC Birmingham going to come away with it. Offsides. Center official wanting that ball to be on the line where the AR is. It's right about 30 yards. Conversation getting ready to have with a player, not sure which one. It's an FC Birmingham player that he wants to have a conversation with. Dissent. It's what this yellow card is going to be issued for. Let's see, who is that player that was yellow carded? Number 18, Hernandez. Hernandez is who gets the yellow card in the 91st minute. Ball is rolled out. It'll be a throw for Birmingham. Missed that pass. Allows Georgia Athletic to have it. Did not see an official call of how many minutes of stoppage time we are going to receive. Straight up into the air by Sippen, who's back on. You can see the gauze out of his nose. He's still fighting for the ball. He's in the box. Hit! Deflected off. It'll be a corner. Hard working for the FC Birmingham man. You can see the giant gauze hanging out of his nose all the way up here in the press box. So be an in-swinger. Through the box and cleared, but it will be another one here on the near side. It's Matthias, number 4, who headed that one away. The center official wanted that water bottle to be cleared away. This one will be another in-swinger. Bailey Harris to the backside, all the way through, just a little too strong. Allows Ruiz just to grab it, throw it over to Guerrero so they can get back underway. Not the best clearance there by Guerrero. Montagut. Hernandez releasing it forward. Nunez way outside of his box. But Marin not able to control the ball. But here's a chance for Ruiz. Great save! Junior Nunez. We're getting down into the late stages of this match. This is going to be an in-swinger from Montagut. Head in, and that one is out. It bounced off the post and the American football. Junior Nunez will get us back underway. Gets it to, I believe that was Dominguez who received it. Guerrero out of his box. He'll just clear that away. Now another attack from Georgia Athletic. Advantage is played. Marin across, but it's behind Hernandez. He's got to run back to recover it. He gets into the box. Slots through. It's the goal, Marin! What a goal for Georgia Athletic in the dying minutes. What a ball in for Georgia Athletic. Works around the defender, lets him go. He slides it across, and all Marin has to do is just get a touch on it right past Nunez, and it is 3-2 Georgia Athletic. And the coach for Georgia Athletic is going to get a yellow card for excessive celebration, maybe. I was unaware of why he called that, so I would assume that. Can FC Birmingham, who have played so well this second half, that's not going to do it. They're going to see it through. FC Birmingham, they played so well this second half, held off attack after attack after attack. Junior Nunez able to do everything that he could, but it wasn't enough, and Georgia Athletic are going to come away with the 3-2 victory. Goal is going to be scored late by number 9, Kebis Marin. He also scored in the 80th minute, and it is going to be 3-2. Heartbreaking loss for FC Birmingham, as they are going to remain at the bottom of the table. You can see just the absolute heartbreak by the defender who let Hernandez through. He was the late substitution for FC Birmingham. Again, that will do it for us here at ASMG TV. We'll be back in action tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We will be on the UPSL channel, bringing you UMA taking on Laminio, Georgia. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see all of our content. Remember, Monday we will premiere the UPSL Georgia Conference women's action between North Georgia United and the Middle Georgia Peaches. That'll do it for us here at Discovery High School. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time right here on ASMG TV.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.